I know I took a little bit of break between the first part and this second part of my 2022 Blu-ray collection, but here I am doing part 2 finally. I'm Auckland. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button, like button also. Share with your friends if you don't mind. Also, please comment, ask me a question, or comment in general. I'll do my best to answer them. Also, if you don't mind, hit the notification bell down below, and you will be notified when I go live or upload another video. If you want to become a fan of me, Auckland, then subscribe to the channel, and you will become a fan. I hope so. It's my second time filming this, so I had to reshoot. Alright. Movie I haven't seen yet, but I am planning on watching it. I've seen the ending, so I know how it ends, and that's not the reason why I haven't watched it yet. It's Sandra Bullock and George Clooney in Gravity. I will watch it eventually. Fantastic movie right here with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. Live, Die, Repeat, Edge of Tomorrow. I read somewhere they talked about doing a sequel, but they discovered that the sequel is going to be way too expensive. So, I don't know if it won't ever happen, but for right now, the sequel's not happening. And I think the movie made a lot of good money, so I don't know. Next movie, I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it. But right now, I don't know when right now. Natalie Portman in this movie right here I cannot pronounce. The movie went over my head, I guess, is what happened. Maybe, I just don't know when I'm going to go back and watch it. Now, some of these titles are in 4K. I haven't decided if I'm going to get them replaced in 4K or not. Or I may just keep them as is, I'm not sure. A classic, Terminator. It's good. Another classic and a good sequel, T2 Judgment Day, Terminator 2, if you didn't already know. They tried to reboot Terminator with Christian Bale and Sam Worthington from Avatar, Terminator Salvation. I mean, it was not bad. It was okay, but I would love the other 2 sequels. This was supposed to be a trilogy planned, but it didn't work out. It had a good idea, but it just didn't work out. Another film that gets a lot of hate, Scarlett Johansson, Ghost in the Shell. I would love a sequel. I understand the hate. I really do. But I enjoyed it. So, there you go. I thought it was good. I'm not sure if all these movies are out on 4K or not. I know the prequel is, but I'm not sure about these ones. G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and I don't have part 2 or the prequel, but I do want to get them. Prometheus, if you didn't already know, is the prequel to the Alien series with Sigourney Weaver. This was, it was okay. Now its sequel, Alien Covenant, they repeated a lot of stuff that's been done before in the Alien stuff, but it was alright. It was supposed to be a planned movie series, but it didn't work out, though. They were going to do a sequel to Alien Covenant, which I don't have it, and the sequel's not happening. Another movie that's supposed to have done a sequel, really good. I don't understand why they didn't do a sequel, but Battle Los Angeles. It's a steelbook. It's really good. District 9, that's a good one. Now, let's see, another classic, Men in Black, the original. I don't have part 2, I don't have International, but I do want to get them. But I do have part 3, and I haven't watched it. Why? I don't know. I heard it was actually not too bad. Not as good as the first 2 is what I've heard. But I do want to sit down and watch it. But I think I'm going to wait until I get the second one and International. And then I'll sit back down and I'll watch them all back to back. Now this movie is, in my opinion, is a live action version of a game. It's not really a board game, but it kind of sort of is. It's called Rock'em Sock'em Robots. If you don't know what that is, Google it. Or watch Tim Allen, Santa Claus 2, because Rock'em Sock'em Robots was in there. But this feels like, in my opinion, is that movie. Real Steel with Hugh Jackman. Watch this movie and play Rock'em Sock'em Robots, or do some research on it, and you'll see a connection, in my opinion. That's good movie. Cowboys and Aliens, that's good. With Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford, really good. The Giver deserves a sequel. It's supposed to have some sequels, but didn't have it. So good. Really, really, really good. Taylor Swift starred in this. I don't remember seeing her in the film. Taylor Swift. That's what it says. Unless it's somebody else named Taylor Swift, but I don't know. Jeff Bridges and Meryl Streep. That was good. I'm probably pronouncing her name wrong. The guy who played as Anakin / Darth Vader in the Star Wars prequel trilogy, The Jumper. They talked about doing a sequel to this, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen or not, but you never know. But that is good. The Passengers, that's really good, with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. Now this movie reminds me of another one. I think it's also directed by James Cameron, and that movie is The Abyss. But this one's called Sanctum, and I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to watch it. And I wonder if The Abyss is out on Blu-ray or something. It was out on DVD, and I'm not sure if it got upgraded or not. Now, this one is a reboot. I liked it. I wish we'd get a sequel, but I know it's not happening. Power Rangers. This is the one that had the Iron Man-like suits for the Power Ranger suits. I liked it. So there you go. Next is Stranger Things Season 1 and Stranger Things Season 2. So far, Season 3 hasn't been released on Blu-ray just yet, or DVD, officially. So, hopefully that will happen someday. I Am Number 4. This deserves a sequel. It's not happening, sadly. Really, really good. Let's see. Okay. The Divergent films. Divergent, the first one. Insurgent. And I can't say this one. And they had plans for a fourth movie. I really wanted that fourth movie to happen so badly. But this third one did not sell well. So they didn't do the fourth one because of that. But I just wished they would have went ahead and done it anyways. The series is so good. It's based on the books. I enjoyed the series a whole lot. Alright, next is another series similar, but they were able to complete this story on screen. The Maze Runner. Maze Runner: The Scorch Trials. And Maze Runner: The Death Cure. Those were good. So glad they were able to finish it. Alright, next is The Hunger Games. Hunger Games Catching Fire. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2, all starring Jennifer Lawrence. Those were good. I remember back in the day when those movies were first coming out, people were hating on those films so much. And if you ever seen the movies, then you know why. But it's fiction, and I understand what they were going at, but I enjoyed the movies. The Hunters. That's good. Let's see. Now, on to another series. It depends on who you are. Most of these movies get a lot of hate, except for the last one that got made, which is getting a sequel now. This is Transformers, the 4-movie collection. So it's Transformers, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers Dark of the Moon, and Transformers Age of Extinction with Mark Wahlberg. And the first 3 starred Shia LaBeouf, and he gets a lot of hate. And also the second Mark Wahlberg Transformer film, which he normally doesn't do sequels, but he did for this one, Transformers The Last Knight. I like these movies. I would love to have them had done a sixth one with Mark Wahlberg back, but that's not happening. But they did do a prequel called Bumblebee, which this one got loved and praised by fans, and is getting a sequel. These ones, not so much, sadly. Alright, next is Hereafter. Haven't watched it just yet, with Matt Damon. And 2012, haven't watched it yet. I know it's a disaster film. Yeah, that's pretty much all it is. I had to stop it right quick. Alright, a movie that deserved a sequel, was planned for a sequel, not happening, with Nicolas Cage, The Sorcerer's Apprentice. So good. This was supposed to get a sequel. There's a bunch of books in the series, but I don't think the sequel's ever going to happen, really. It's really, really sad, because this movie is so good. I had to fix the cover. I can't pronounce the film except for part of it. Home for Peculiar Children is the only part I can read it. Recommended. Highly. So good. They made bunches of books, and it needs a sequel. Same goes for this one. People did not go see this movie at all, sadly. I don't understand why, except for maybe the fact that hate for Peter Jackson's going around, I guess. But Mortal Engines, it deserved a sequel. They had plans for this to be a franchise, and sadly, it's not happening. But I felt like this was going to be the next Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit. But like a different kind of fictional story. Really good. Highly recommend that one. But it did end in a way that's like, it's okay that they're not getting a sequel, but you can see where the story can continue, and sadly it's not going to. Alright, I'm missing the first one, but this is Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian, and the Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. This is a collector's set. It's really cool. Because the first one is the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Now, this is a movie that got a lot of hate. They planned it to be a trilogy or something like that, but it's not happening. But it's pretty good. I like it. Based on a very popular PC game, Warcraft. It was good. Next is based off of an older film. They rebooted it with Jack Black in this Gulliver's Travels. That's good. They made that version more of a comedy. Because I don't think the original was a comedy, but same concept. Movie that gets a lot of hate. I completely understand why. I do. But I enjoy watching it every once in a while. The Last Airbender. Yeah. It was supposed to be a trilogy, but they messed this movie up. But it was cool to see some of the characters and creatures in live action. But they cut so much out of the original TV show, they messed it up. The trilogy that gets hate, but I like it. The Hobbit Motion Picture Trilogy Extended Edition. I'll probably eventually get them replaced in 4K for sure. Same goes for the Lord of the Rings, the Motion Picture Trilogy Extended Edition. Those are collector sets. They're really cool. The Odd Life of Timothy Green. That's good. A different kind of movie. And I really enjoyed it. A classic. The Wizard of Oz. It's really, really good. And they made a prequel, and they made some other movies too, but I don't have those ones. Those ones are animated, but I do want to get them though. This is the prequel, Oz the Great and Powerful, with James Franco. That one's good. I'm not the classic film will always be the best, but the Oz and Great and Powerful, they did a good job with it. I really liked it. Continuing that same trend, Pete's Dragon, live action, that was good. The Nutcracker in the Four Realms, that was good. Into the Woods, that was good. I like these live-action Disney movies. I really like them. And a lot of people are saying they need to stop, but I think they need to keep going, in my opinion. Cinderella, that was good. In my opinion, that's the best live-action Cinderella version that I have seen. I know they made tons more, but I haven't seen those ones. But I like that one. Maleficent, that was good, fantastic. Then they did the sequel, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Both of them star Angelina Jolie. I highly recommend them. They're so good. The first movie gets a lot of hate. I understand why, but they still made a sequel, though, and I'm glad that they did. A sequel/prequel. Snow White and the Huntsman. This is the extended version with Kristen Stewart and Chris Hemsworth. And then the sequel/prequel, The Huntsman's Winter's War. And Kristen Stewart was not allowed to be in this. And there's a big reason for that. If you really want to know, I think I talked about it in a video one time. I don't remember which one it was, but you can do some research on that and find out what it was. The director and Kristen Stewart messed up. Let's just say the director is probably no longer married anymore. Let's just go with that. How about that? The Legend of Tarzan is a live-action version with the guy who, can't remember what his character's name is, don't remember the actor's name, but it also starred Margot Robbie. But this guy played in a vampire in True Blood, and that was a good Tarzan movie. Movies that get hate, but I like them. I had to stop it again. But the movies that get hate, but I like them. Alice in Wonderland with Johnny Depp. And the sequel, Alice Through the Looking Glass. There was supposed to be a planned third movie based off of the third book. But the third book never got finished. I think it was supposed to be called Alice in Washington, D.C. or something like that. I think the first chapter or so got completed and it got put into a museum somewhere. Do your research on the book series, and if all that stuff on Wikipedia is true. I know a lot of stuff on Wikipedia is not real, but I feel like that's probably real, most likely. But yeah, so the book never got completed because the author passed away. So they were probably planning to do a third movie, but it's not going to happen now. But I enjoy those Alice in Wonderland movies with Johnny Depp. The Lion King, it's really good. Live action Lion King. Live action Aladdin with Will Smith. A sequel is happening. Hopefully Will Smith will come back. That was good. The live action Beauty and the Beast with Emma Watson always will be known as Hermione Granger. That was good. Live action Jungle Book. This is supposed to be getting a sequel. It's got Bill Murray, Ben Kingsley, and so many other people in it. Scarlett Johansson. Can't wait for the sequel. I think The Lion King's supposed to be getting a sequel too. Christopher Robin, pretty much live action Winnie the Pooh with Ian McGregor as Christopher Robin. That's good. And Jim Cummings, the original voice actor who voices Pooh and Tigger and all the rest of them, I believe he voices all of them in this film, I think. So that's awesome. So good. Mara Mara, it's not too bad with Julia Roberts. It's kind of like a different take on Snow White. Like a comedy version, but it was not too bad. I enjoyed it, and it had some singing in it. A Wrinkle in Time, it gets a lot of hate. It was supposed to be a series, but sadly the sequel's not happening, but I enjoyed it. I would want a sequel. BFG, Big Friendly Giant. Steven Spielberg, that's good. Here we go. True Blood, Season 1. Season 2. Season 3. Season 4. Season 5. Season 6. And then the Season 7, the final season. In my opinion, True Blood is an adult version of Twilight. And then, of course, I got Lost Season 1. As soon as I get all of these on Blu-ray, I like to get them brand new if possible. I'm going to do an unboxing of the complete series. When is that going to be? I don't know exactly. But as soon as I do, y'all will know because I'll upload the video. The Magician Season 1, that's a good show. So is True Blood, and so is Lost. Season 2, this is kind of like an adult version of Harry Potter. Season 3, it's so weird, but oh, it's so good. Season 4 and Season 5, the final season. I'm not sure if the show got canceled or not, because I haven't watched the show all the way through. I've seen like Seasons 1 and 2 when it first aired back on television. I need to finish the series. Another good series, and also a sequel series packed in together into a box set. I did an unboxing of this. And a live action version of the original series is happening on Netflix. Avatar, The Last Airbender, and The Legend of Korra. Oh, I love this set. Love the series. Both of them. So good. Alright, I'm not going to take a break like I did last time before I do part 3. I'm going to do part 3 probably later on this week. I think I'm planning that this is going to be 5 parts total. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, hopefully you can look forward to them as well. Thank you so much. Alright, bye.